Yes, that's right. You're looking at a leaked copy of Windows 11. Not officially, of course, because the event isn't until June 24th, but somebody on Baidu, which is a Chinese social media website, has already uploaded the entire internal ISO file. You hear that? That's the new Windows 11 startup sound. But yeah, somebody on Baidu actually posted the entire ISO file, the internal ISO file, which is really not intended for the public. It's really leaked online. And just to prove that this is in fact Windows 11, let me quickly bring up the Windows version dialog box. There you go, Windows 11. I didn't do anything to this, right? Just to kind of wring my hands at a casino and show people that no, this is not BS. Windows 11, and it's a def build 21996.1. So yeah, it looks like it is going to be called Windows 11. But okay, so today we're going to look at Windows 11. We're going to explore, if you may, the special new features of Windows 11. We're not going to take a look at all of the features, but we're going to take a look at the vast majority of them. So why not? Let's begin. But yeah, everyone's talking about this horrible new taskbar at the bottom. So as you can see, there's like 7 icons, right? But they're all squeezed to the middle. Apparently there's an option for you to bring it back to the left. And legitimately, I think it looks kind of bad. But yeah, if you hover over them, it shows the app name. So it's kind of like Mac OS. In fact, if you open these apps, there is a dash in the background. Right. So yeah, these all these icons, in fact, they're more flat and more simplified. There's still a bit of a gradient faux 3D effect. And if I go to Edge, it's basically the same story. So yeah, I don't know why it's in Chinese, but yep. So it's the same Microsoft Edge, but you can see here there's like different dots. When I highlight over these app icons, they show the full windows. But yeah, this does look like macOS. And if I go to the brand new start menu, so if I click here, you can see that it's separated from top to bottom. So if you used Windows, which that's very unfortunate to hear, but if you used Windows, especially Windows 10, which I unfortunately do, there will be 2 columns. On the left side, right, you have like most of your files and apps, right? I don't think there's files. I think it's just apps. On the right, yep, that's probably Bill Gates outside my house. He's coming to air raid me. But on the right, you get some live tiles, some news. Now, in fact, this is just top to bottom, so it's just recommended, and then you have a grid of apps, and you can scroll through them, right? So you can, in fact, put more than 18 apps in the pinned section. Of course, I can open up an app like Settings, as you can see, because it's centered. Yep, of course, I can't activate Windows now. There's literally no way to activate this copy of Windows. As you can see, it's centered, and then it just kind of pushes everything away. If I click on an active app, this becomes blue. It just shows that it's an active app. But as you can see in the start menu, that it is top to bottom. If I click all apps here, it would just bring me to all my apps, but I don't think I can search for anything in this start menu. In fact, the search option, right, which is normally with the start menu, is kind of broken into its own little search page. So I can search for anything. In fact, I can search for Bill Gates. And, oof, that's his first suggestion. But yeah, you can get like pseudo Wikipedia section, right? So you have his quotes, have his early life, right? You can read all about Bill Gates if you want, but if I want to search, like say if I want to search for an app like say Microsoft Edge, there you go. So yeah, it just works like the standard Windows 10 search. In fact, yeah, it's a different icon when you open it. So when it's open, it has this blue-green icon. It shimmers, but the icon doesn't really change. So yeah, the Microsoft Edge app looks just like Microsoft Edge. In fact, these windows here, you can see that these are all kind of rounded corners. It doesn't really matter what kind of UI it comes into, like this down arrow that moves the scroll bar. Yeah, it gets affected, right? Everything gets affected by the rounded corners. In fact, the top bar here, which is the minimize, maximize, close buttons, and then the tab bar, and then you have this ribbon here with the tabs here. They're all kind of melded together, right? So it's like one continuous ribbon, and they no longer have borders, so it only shows up when you hover over them, and then they'll show the entire click target like that, right? So I can just close it like that. But yeah, this dock, man, this taskbar, like, it legitimately is just a macOS taskbar. Yeah, as I open more apps, it will expand more to center everything. I don't know. I feel like everyone's muscle memory is going to be on the bottom left, that this is going to be disastrous. Okay, there's a calendar app. And then, let's see, date and time. Yeah, it looks similar to Windows 10. In fact, I think it's the same. The font here is different, though. It's not Seago UI. It looks like a different font altogether. It does not look like any form of Seago UI. And if I go to two new notifications, yeah, it just looks like Windows 10. Yeah, it really does not look anything quite different. I would say the most difference I can see is basically the taskbar. I can't turn on dark mode. I have to activate Windows before I can personalize my PC, which means that I can't personalize my PC. Yeah, there is a dark mode in Windows 11, but I can't show you that because, yeah, you need to activate this thing. But yeah, let's take a look at the other apps here. So I have Task View, which is, oh my god, Task View is the worst because, so if you know Mission Control, right? So you have all your apps here. In fact, let's see if I can open up a different File Explorer window. So let's say if I have two. Okay, so it does not get grouped together. It's only there for like the order of the app. So if it's opened last, then it's gotta be on the right. They straight up just put the Spaces UI at the bottom and called it a day. Wow, this is... So of course I can open up a new desktop, right? And let's see, what's this? This is Windows Dashboard. You need a Microsoft account to use Windows Dashboard, and this is like really low contrast, so it's probably intended for dark mode. But yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's see, quick access to everything that's important to you at a glance. Swipe left to read the latest headlines, where updates. So I think it's widgets page. That I haven't quite heard of. So apparently Microsoft is preparing a new Windows Store. So let's see if Windows Store is different in this version. Well, no, it looks the same so far. I can still download iTunes for Windows, Roblox, Minecraft, whatever this game is. If you want WhatsApp or Netflix, you can do that here. But yeah, it still looks the same. But yeah, Microsoft has Satya Nadella. I probably butchered his name real bad here, has hinted that we would get a new version of Microsoft Store that would unlock economic opportunities, whatever that means. But yeah, you can would be able to upload any sort of Windows app to the Microsoft Store. And yeah, the same UI flair, but yeah, not as subtle as these buttons here. You can see here that, yeah, it is the same UI as in the Windows 10 calendar, where you can hover over the outlines and it would highlight the button. But yeah, it's the same thing. Oh, also, I almost forgot. So, kind of like in macOS, where you highlight you can hover over the green maximize button, the green full screen button, to get split view controls, right? So here you are, you can do the same thing. So this is 50-50, this is 60-40. You can also do 3 or 4 apps, which is not something you can do on macOS. So let's say if I open up Microsoft Edge, and I wanted this to snap alongside the File Explorer. So I'm just gonna, I can hover over the maximize icon, like so. I can select the left side. On the right side, look at this! This UI is ripped straight from macOS. Don't tell me otherwise. This is ripped straight from macOS. But yeah, if you know how to use that on macOS, you will know how to use this on Windows 11. It is really that simple. So yeah, I can go to my channel. Same thing. It's the exact same deal. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, it's really mostly a facelift. It's not something radically different. And of course, I think Windows 10, from the bottom of my heart, I think it's a very, very decent release. I wouldn't want them to deviate from the formula too much. I think Windows. But again, Windows is still kind of ugly, right? If I hit the run dialog box, it still looks like a 20-year-old dialog box. The text still looks aliased and looks pixelated, looks really, really bad for 2021. I really don't know why. Text just looks bad on Windows, but that's a Windows problem. That's not explicitly a Windows 11 problem. That's really all there is to it. Like, there isn't anything that's like really, really super new. So if I go to Photos here, it still kind of looks like Photos, right? I'm not gonna sign into my Microsoft account and let Bill Gates get a hit on me, all right? If you open up the calculator, it still looks like the Windows 10 calculator. Let's see if I can open up Solitaire. It's still the Windows 10 Solitaire app. Complete with the game bar. Let's see if I can open up Xbox here. Let's take me to the games. Yeah, it still looks like, well, it looks kind of different, so everything's kind of consolidated in this top bar here, which seems to be a theme. It seems to be a theme in Windows 11, as in kind of Mac OS. If you open up like the Finder, right, everything's kind of concentrated onto this top bar here. But yeah, this apparently will be called Windows 11 because that's what the internal build number referred to this version as. This looks like Windows 10 ultimately with a few more visual facelifts, which I think is enough for everybody. I think the facelifts, while minor, is kind of significant enough. So you can see here, I can right click on here. It looks the same, but it no longer floats as in some of the earlier Sun Valley, which is the code name of this build. And then you can see there's like multiple. So if I open up another window, yep, it only stops at 2, so it won't show more than 2. That's basically it for Windows 11. There really isn't a lot to gawk at, right? The settings app still looks like the Windows 8/10 settings app, right? And these apps, they're not quite polished, and of course you can't look at the dashboard yet because it's locked behind a Microsoft account. You can't choose a lot of things, right? The dark mode, because you literally cannot activate Windows. So, yep. This is Windows 11. I hope you enjoy a quick look at Windows 11, especially with this new wallpaper. But yeah, what do you think? Ooh, you can actually open up just the right half. So if you click on just the app, it's not going to open up the group. If I open up the group, it will show me the group. But if I only open up... Yep, so yeah, you can only open up the group when it's on the app that you started it on. That's fun. But yeah, what do you think of the Windows 11 preview? It looks mostly like Windows 10, even though the big things like the taskbar, right, the window borders, they all look different. So do you think that it's wise for Microsoft to split it out into a separate release? Well, I personally think it is, because a lot of crucial things, it is different, like the new start menu. Which frankly, it's too simplistic, right? So you get account settings, you get, yeah, power settings. But yeah, what do you think? Do you like Windows 11? Do you think that this new taskbar is ugly? Do you believe that this is a worthy update to Windows 10? Well, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, that's basically it. This is a quick look at Windows 11. There'll be more to come, right? I'll report back as there's more updates to Windows 11. But yeah, Have fun.